Okay, third graders, here we go. Your teachers have set you up on some cool things coming up for you to do have some really great conversations on technology. So just like moms and dads and maybe older cousins and even us, we use social media to comment. So think about maybe if you've ever been sitting with an adult or mom or dad and they are on Facebook and they see a really cool picture or something that a family member has posted and they make a comment, right? You've probably seen someone do that. We as teachers do it as well. But what I'm going to do for you today is talk about how we form and make those comments. There's a big difference between making a comment for personal things. So if I see that my husband posts a really cool video, I might talk a little different or say some things that maybe I wouldn't say them the appropriate way at school. So for example, if I'm talking to my best friend and she posts a picture of the two of us, or I'm on the phone with her, I might say, girl, that is just shady. What's that about? I don't know, right? We talk to our friends that way, and we think of that as an informal language. However, there's a different way we talk when we're at school, or for me, when I'm in my job and I'm talking to Miss E, or I'm talking to one of the teachers. I can't walk up to Miss Lawrence or Miss Paganini and say, hey girl, what's up? Okay, I can't do that. That's just not professional. And what you're going to learn today, hopefully, is the difference in how we make comments in school and maybe how you talk in the lunchroom, okay? So, for example, when you are going to be asked to post a comment in Google Classroom, this is where we're going to start. You might use Padlet, or you might use Flipgrid, or you might use a Google form, or write in a Word document. Whatever you're doing and you're typing or you're speaking about what you're learning, or to another student about what you're learning, you have to use a different type of language. And we call that academic language. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you a pretend post. Let's pretend that this is my computer screen, okay? So my teacher gave me a post. I have to tell her something, and here it is. Using a complete sentence, tell me why you think it's important to be kind. Okay, that's a great question. I might have one response that I would say to my best friend on the phone or sitting at lunch, but then I need to have the same idea, but I just need to say it different, okay? So let's take a look. I've written down some things that what maybe is comfortable for us to say, okay? So you're gonna hear some rustling of the papers, and that's just because I wanna hide it for you. So let's look. So maybe one friend says, "'Cause it's good." Well, yes, it's good to be kind, but does it tell you why? 'Cause it's good. No. Okay, so your teacher is going to want you to tell them why. Remember, those are the reasons why you think it's good. Okay, number 2, there's no capital and no period. So that's probably not good. So if I post this, what you have to do is go back and make a comment. So you're kind of like having a digital conversation in Google Classroom or Padlet or whatever. Okay, so someone else reads mine because it's good, and they say, "I agree. Look at this I. That's not even capitalized. You are a special person. You need that capital." So I agree. Maybe you do, but did you tell them why? Remember, that one word right there is really important. Why do you agree? They want to know the why. And someone says, "Me too." This is the kind of language that you might use at recess or at lunch, but this is not how we respond to each other in the classroom and on technology, okay? So we're gonna look at the same question and maybe how you can write it a little different. Pardon the rustling of the paper, so here we go. Okay, same question. Using a complete sentence, tell me why you think it's important to be kind. Okay, so remember, because it's good, okay, we can't say that, all right? So let's look at what we should say. Here's the one thing you want to remember. I'm going to grab another marker. Here's one thing you want to remember when you're making a comment or a post. This is my post, and then down here are the comments. When you make a post, you have to kind of restate the question. So let's look. Why do you think it's important? Look at what I underline. I think it's important to be kind to others because. All I'm doing is rewriting that sentence, but that's using that academic language. We can't just say because it's good, okay? We have to restate the question and then tell why. So I think it's important to be kind because I would want others to be kind and nice to me. It makes me feel happy to be kind to others. Now, as a teacher, I'm thinking, wow, that's a really great answer. Not looking at conventions and capital letters and punctuation and my words spelled correctly. I'm looking at what were the thoughts? What did you say? Was it good? And yes, that is good. That's a great first comment. Now, what you have to do is sometimes when you make a comment, other people have to read your comment and then keep talking. Okay, so let's look at what those other people would say based on mine. Now remember that one that said, I agree, right? You can agree, absolutely, and you can say that, but let's look how you say that. I agree with you on being kind. Okay, that's your red sentence. That's kind of you're restating what this person said. And that's okay, that's great, that's what you want to do, okay? I enjoy seeing people smile. Well, that's what I think. That's in addition to what they said. Now this is another person's thoughts. Being kind to someone can turn someone's day from red to green. Absolutely, that's true. Okay? Now, what I want you to do is look at these two. Are these a positive statement or is this a negative statement? I think they're both positive. When we make comments to an assignment, or if Miss Lawrence or Miss Paganini or any other teacher says, I want you to read what Kelly wrote and tell me what you think. Now, just because Miss Lawrence and Miss Paganini are not sitting right next to me, does that mean when they're gone, I can say whatever I want and maybe not be kind? What if I can say, what if I came back and said, that being kind is not real? That's, maybe say you use the word stupid. I mean, sometimes when we make comments on a screen or no one is sitting there, sometimes we get a little brave and say things we shouldn't that will get us in trouble. Okay, so remember, we've got to use that academic language. We never, ever, ever say mean things on a computer screen, and you sure wouldn't say it to someone's face. So if you won't say it to someone's face, you don't type it on a screen. And you always have to think, and this is a very good lesson, you always have to think, even when I'm on Facebook, okay, as an adult on the weekends, when I'm on Facebook or your teachers are on Facebook, they've always got to use that filter and think, if I post this, is it kind? Is it going to hurt someone's feelings? And would my parents be proud of what I said? And if you're going to say no to any of those, don't post it. I promise it will get you in trouble. And what really stinks is once you put something out on the internet, guess what, guys? It's there forever. It doesn't go away. So you have to be smart before you type. That's why we really want to stay, when we're at school, we use that academic language, okay? And this is using that academic language. It's good, I agree, because it's good. That's not academic language. That's how you talk to your friends, okay? You may be talking to your friend on here. This may be my best friend I'm talking to, but I have to use a different type of language when we're doing assignments, okay? So I want you to keep that in mind this week as you start working on your assignments, and think about the difference between this comment and the other one. Because it's good, I agree, me too. Okay, those don't have any meat. That's like eating a taco with just the tortilla. That's not a taco, right? So this is the whole taco. This has the meat and the cheese and the lettuce and tomatoes and some salsa and all the good stuff you want. If you just write, because it's good, I agree, me too, you're just eating a tortilla. No tacos. All right? So keep that in mind. Is it positive? Is it true? And would my parents be proud of me on what I wrote? So if you keep those three things in mind, you're going to do awesome. And I can't wait to see what you guys do. Have a good time.